Turkish jets target Kurdish positions in Iraq, Syria, 4 die. Turkey's defense ministry says Turkish warplanes struck Kurdish insurgent positions in Iraq and Syria in a new cross-border offensive. 3:05 Ankara, Turkey. Turkish warplanes struck suspected Kurdish insurgent positions in Iraq and Syria early on Wednesday in a new aerial offensive that Ankara said aimed to protect Turkey's borders from terrorist threats. The airstrikes killed at least 4 people, a Britain-based war monitoring group reported, and drew condemnation from US-backed Syrian Kurdish fighters who said the attack came days after the Kurdish-led forces in Syria battled Islamic State group militants. A Turkish defense ministry statement said the strikes hit targets, including shelters, caves, ammunition depots and training camps, on Sinjar Mountain and in the Karachak region in northern Iraq, and the Darik region in northern Syria. The operations, dubbed Winter Eagle, were aimed against Turkey's insurgent Kurdistan Workers' Party, or PKK, in northern Iraq, which Ankara says has hideouts there, and the US-backed Syrian Kurdish forces known as People's Protection Units, or YPG, in Syria. The YPG is a close US ally against the Islamic State group but is labeled a terrorist group by Ankara because of its ties to the PKK. The strikes aimed to eliminate terrorist threats against our people and security forces from the north of Iraq and Syria and to ensure our border security, the ministry statement read. Last night, we bombed targets in 3 different locations and they could not even find a hole to escape to, said Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Defense Minister Hulusi Akar claimed that several insurgents were neutralized in the operation, including a number of PKK names wanted by Turkey. Around 60 aircraft were involved in the offensive, including warplanes and armed and unarmed drones, the state-run Anadolu agency reported. Close to 80 targets were struck, it said. The War Monitor in Syria, the Britain-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, said Turkish drones fired 2 missiles at a power station near Syria's northeastern village of Malakaya close to the Iraqi border, killing at least 4 people. It added that several people were wounded and electricity was cut in a number of nearby villages. It said the strike hit the building where the guards stay, adding that the dead were both guards and civilians. The observatory reported another Turkish drone strike at a power station a day earlier near the Samalka border crossing between Syria and Iraq's Kurdish region. It said 1 Kurdish fighter was. A Kurdish-led administration in northeast Syria condemned the Turkish airstrikes and urged the international community to intervene to stop what it called the terrorist Turkish aggression. It said the Turkish strikes came days after the Kurdish-led and US-backed Syrian Democratic Forces defeated scores of his militants who broke into a prison, where some 3,000 extremists are held in the northeastern city of Hasaka. The week-long battle left dozens of people dead, including many as fighters. This escalation and aggression is a clear indication that Turkey is not happy with Daesh's failure, the authority said in a statement using an Arabic acronym to refer to the Islamic State group. Turkey's defense ministry said, utmost sensitivity was shown, regarding the security of the civilians during the operations. It said Turkey would continue the fight against terrorism for the security of our country and our nation with determination until the last terrorist is neutralized. Turkey has carried out similar cross-border airstrikes in the past. The PKK has led an insurgency in southeast Turkey since 1984 which has killed tens of thousands of people. The group is considered a terror organization by Turkey and its allies, including the United States and the European Union. Associated Press writer Bassem Marou in Beirut contributed to this report.